What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So I bumped into this on my YouTube recommended, and I thought that it was pretty interesting to talk about because, I mean, houses are being built left and right, especially apartment homes, and to see this as a new method of creating homes for less because of the cost of lumber, I think that's a pretty interesting topic to go into. Let's get into it.
A Phoenix-based international company says they think they've solved the high cost of building homes and the environmental impacts of lumber.
Damn, that guy's got nice hair, huh? Look at that.
Two massive issues facing the state.
And the way they do it is foam. Steve Nielsen joins us with a look at how these foam houses and how they've been able to avoid supply chain issues, Steve.
Yeah, well, I mean, those supply chain issues that we talk about all of the time, they've really impacted the cost of lumber since the pandemic began. And when lumber goes up, well, the cost
Did you see him zoom in really slowly?
of building a house goes up. So what if you could build a house without wood? Well, one company's been working on an answer to that question for 50 years.
50 years? Okay, so they know what the heck they're doing. You know, from the first frame right here, it's pretty funny. It actually looks like a playhouse, like something you would see at Las Vegas or something. It looks like a wannabe pyramid. But let's see what they got to offer.
Listen close. Do you hear that? Exactly. This is the world's quietest construction site because instead of machinery to cut wood, here at a foam home, crews heat up a wire with a battery pack, stretch it out, and then slice the foam like butter. Then they glue it to the rest of the house with a glue that turns into more foam.
Wow.
So it is 100%.
Whoa, did you see that in the corner? Look at this. Fox 10. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. Foam on top of foam, huh? Let's keep watching. That's actually pretty interesting.
The rest of the house with a glue that turns into more foam.
So it is 100% breathable, 100% livable. It is FDA approved and 100% recyclable.
Amir Siabi with Strata International Group shows us this 6,000 square foot home being built in the valley.
6,000 square foot. Oh my gosh. And this is in Arizona. I wonder if that's like a $1 million home right there.
With their product. They say as lumber's only grown in cost, foam hasn't really. In fact, building a home this way can be 10 to 50% cheaper.
No supply chains in the last year that has ever affected us, and no supply chains moving forward that's affecting us.
Eventually, the foam's covered in a thin layer of their concrete formula, and you'd never tell it was a foam home. You might think foam makes a rickety home. They say you're wrong. In fact, they tell us the foam can...
When I first saw this, I was like, what is this guy doing? And then I realized he's just showing off how sturdy the foam is. Because the whole house is made out of foam instead of wood, right?
Withstand
Look
more
at this
than
guy.
200-mile-per-hour winds. They call it earthquake and hurricane-proof and fire-resistant. Amir says the home is essentially made out of insulation, so it's more than twice as energy efficient as a traditional wood structure.
This is the only type of construction that makes sense moving forward due to climate change, due to supply chain. This is the type of product that will make sense to build with, not only because of cost, time frame, but it saves our world as well as being as the most eco-friendly product to build with.
That's pretty cool. I say let's look at the comments and see what the heck they're talking about. And they say, this is the thing I'm actually intrigued about. I mean, me personally, I don't know if I want to live in a foam house, man. That's actually pretty interesting. People are saying that it's sustainable, right? And obviously it's cost effective, but the tried and true method is either straight cement, which is what we do in the Philippines, or wood, which is what we do in America, right? Or I guess this is a new wave. Let's look at the comments. On what little research I have done, the savings should well over 60% on a new build. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Compacted dirt walls are the most eco-friendly. Okay. I want to see what people say. Cutting edge companies building homes from cardboard to make it. Yeah, that could happen. You never know. This is really awesome. Let's make homes more affordable. It's gonna lose value over time. I don't know. Yeah, like they're saying that it can withstand 200 miles an hour, but I don't know if I trust that. You know. Oh, there's gonna be a next video right here. I love watching videos get repaired. I mean, not videos. I love watching cars get repaired. It's just so interesting to me. But anyways. Yeah, you see? Homes in the US are built using supplies that are cheap and can be quickly built for money making. Oh my god, the dyslexia. Honey. Houses in the US are built using supplies that are cheap and can be built quickly for money asking companies. Bricks and cement are the way to go, but aren't profitable and make more time. You see? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm worried about, man. That's really what I'm worried about, because obviously homes like that can look really nice, right? But what happens, you're in a 30-year mortgage, and within 20 years, not even 20, maybe within 10 years, let's say it starts melting the interior. I don't know, some crazy thing that you don't see until it's too late. I don't know, man. I don't know myself, because I like I said, I have no experience, but let me see this. Let's read this, and this is the last comment, and then we'll go ahead, all right? We'll go ahead and end this video. I built a Stratofoam home in Arizona, 2005. Platinum green, and I've now read some of the laughable comments, but I speak from experience in building and owning this strata home for 17 years. 250 pounds per square inch in strength. That's pretty good. Wow. Energy bill is a third of the neighbors. I'm thinking, yeah, because with wood, I feel like it's not as insulated, right? It's just like sound insulation. The more foam you have in your room, the more soundproof your room is, right? So I can only imagine if your house is full of just insulation, it probably just stays colder in there more often. Which means it's probably hella cold in the winters. Energy bill is 1/3 of my neighbors. Garage stays as cool as my inner home. See, told you. And during my swimming pool build, a backhoe hit my outer wall within the courtyard. A small dent appeared, but a regular home would have been destroyed. Oh, wow. So, since 2005, it's been 17 years, halfway through your mortgage. I mean, I'm thinking as a home buyer who accepts that he's buying a foam home, you know? Would I personally buy a home that was made out of wood or made out of foam? It really depends. It depends on the actual material of the wood that they built with, you know? Interesting. Anyways, man, I thought that was a pretty interesting video to watch. I love thinking about stuff like this because supply chains always change, and obviously we saw it with the pandemic. Things change, man. Supply chain is crazy in terms of what is necessary and what isn't. You can really see what is necessary, and it's all the little stuff. I mean, for the car market to just get totally shot because the chips aren't being manufactured fast enough. So you got whole built cars, but not one chip to be able to put in there, and that's what's causing the shortage. Same thing with the supply chain for what happened in Long Beach, all those ports, so many materials just laying there in the dust. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, man, I thought this was a pretty interesting video. It's a little bit lengthier, but it's because I wanted to read some of the comments there, and it's something I genuinely wanted to speak about because it might be in our future. You never know. These LA complexes and these townhomes, they might start being built with foam. You never know. And you know, the good thing about it is if they're building them like this, there won't be any noise because it's so quiet. But anyways, man, if you like this type of content, like the video, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.